Hello guys, welcome for another Mastersmith video. Today let's talk about the newest class balancing update. We can now finally deal decent damage on high defense modes like ton and PvP. This account is currently on tier 10 top-up rebate. Some items/equipments might not be accessible to free-to-play players. We got 3 upgrade this patch. First is our HSCR received a 200% increase on its multiplier. It went from 800% to 1000%. The second one is the Ignore defense debuff of our high-speed card RAM, which has now been changed to a buff triggered by a card boost. Before, our high-speed card RAM reduces the target defense by 20%. This means everyone who's attacking the target also benefits from the debuff, even if they are not in your party. In competitive fight like TR you will not have any advantage. But in team fights like TON it's very useful since TON have a very big defense. Now, after the class balancing update, our plus 20% ignore defense is now a buff from card boost. This means other builds like Axe Termination and AAS turret build now benefits from the ignore defense. Third upgrade we got is the ignore defense buff to all classes. After the patch, almost everyone increased their ignore physical defense by at least 230%. This is actually pretty insane buff, haha. Now we are actually more useful in TON and maybe PvP. As you guys may have observed, Mastersmith are very weak in large-scale battles like War of Empyrean and Guild League. If we can get the card sigil that increase our physical defense while using card boost, I think Mastersmith can actually compete. First I want to show my current damage now on MVP. My ignore defense went from 1070 to 2376 after the update. Since GH MVP only have around 1700 physical defense, our damage against them is now 100%. My current stats in MVP hunting is this. Last month/last video my DP is only 292,000. I think it increased by almost 15,000. Now I can easily reach 3 million damage on GH MVP. I think I can increase this to 4 million if I optimize my build more. For those who are asking what sigil I'm using Starfall, Berserk, Level 2 Choice Maze and Impale. If you can't get Impale from the event you can use Energy Drain. And make sure your Choice Maze is at least Level 2. I plan to max Choice Maze cause it's pretty good in MVP. For the virus prioritize card boost and momentum management. Then you can add Core Overload, Linked Portal, and Overloading Engine. Some players are spending too much to get Smeldon cores. I think Dimmock is fine, Smeldon is great but it's very expensive. I just prefer to spend minions in Statue and Feather. My current highest damage is I think only 39 million here in Bloody Night. For Demon Monster I can now reach 4 million damage. This is because I have 2 3-star Strouth card. Gravity Grip is not needed in MVP anymore since our ignore defense is already more than enough. Just use School Umbrella or Kitsune Mask in every run. Or Ethereal Dream for PvP. The only time I use gravity grip is when doing TON 9 floor up. For grinding experience, just go to Glastheim Castle 2nd floor. On the lower middle part between the stairs you can find this spot. You can partner with a priest here for the heal and Aspergio, or you can use a high level slave priest. But the experience here in this spot is big enough for 2 people, so it's okay to party with another player. In TON we can now deal 100% damage up to floor 8. TON have very high defense, that's why before we are barely making any damage. And also elemental scrolls are now available in stall. So no need to keep 4 weapons with different converters just for running TON. I'm only running 6 to 9 because I only have 78 penetration and 78 resilience. PvP improved a lot because of the insane increase in Ignore defense. Before I can't even touch a paladin even if I am above in title and divine power. This is before the patch. I can only deal around 60,000 on my high-speed card RAM and around 40,000 on my card revolution. I'm still on the gold tier in Dimension Drill, because I'm not that active in this event and it's so hard playing solo. Before, we only relied on our meltdown to proc so we could deal more damage and kill the target. Even in squishy targets like Sniper and Wizard, we have to hit them like 6 to 8 times just to kill them. Now after the balancing update, this is now my PvP POV. High speed card ram can now deal 150,000 plus. Sometimes it can go 200,000 if I managed to break the target's armor. Card Revolution can now also deal almost 100,000. Card Revolution is pretty OP if you have big damage. Mastersmith are very dependent on Priest. Since our role is mostly to dive and deal as much damage as possible. Then wait for the Priest to revive us, then do it again. That's why it's so hard to do the dimension drill solo, because sometimes you will not have a Priest in your team. Hopefully Mastersmith will be popular job again, lol. Subscribe to this channel if you want more updates on my character progression. Thank you and see ya.